going on, everybody? This is David. Welcome back to the channel. As always, remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I would really appreciate it. Helps the channel grow. All right. So, once again, we have one rule. I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research. I am not a financial advisor. All right, let's jump right into it. We had a interesting week in the market, and I don't know who's showing a little bullish sign or signal. But it was very interesting this week. Um, in my opinion, the big boys came back to play. When I mean the big boys, I'm talking Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Apple. Those are the big boys. And once they start playing and running, you either get out the way or get ran over. So let's check it out here. Bear with me 1 second. Jump right into the Dow. See, the Dow was down on Friday, 109 points, 0.33%. For the week, up 231 points. Not a percent, not quite a percent, 0.70%. And year to date, the Dow is at 0.88% positive, 290 points. And let's look at the S&P for the on Friday. See, the S&P was almost flat, but technically down 6 points. And for the week, the S&P was actually up almost 2%, 1.86%, 76 points. And for the year, you see that the S&P is up 9% so far year to date. So if you've been investing in the S&P for this year, you could be up 8, 9, 10% right now, depending on what you're invested in. And that's why, you're not getting that in your savings account. That's why people, preach, putting your money to work. And that's exactly why. And let's take a look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ down on Friday, 30 points, 0.24%. But for the week, you see here, a big week for the NASDAQ, up 3%, 375 points. I talked about Amazon and Google and, the big boys running. Well, more than likely, when they run, it's because the NASDAQ is running. And year to date, you see that the NASDAQ is up 21% year to date, 2,270 points so far year to date. And, like I said, like I've said in previous videos, it had a down year last year. So it's making up some recoveries that it lost from last year. And I just want to take a look real quick at Amazon and Google just to see what they did for the week. Amazon was actually down on Friday, but for the week, you see a big week, up almost 5%, 4.66%, 5 points. That's really big for Amazon. And year to date, you see what's going on here. NASDAQ, Amazon took a hit last year, but so far this year, Amazon is up 30 points. That's 35%. That's crazy. That's crazy. So let's take a look at Google. Just think, for those who just started investing in Amazon after the split, when it dropped down to 80, 90, something like that, and you started jumping in then, you're starting to see those returns. And we're looking at Google here. This is one, Google has two tickers, GOOGL and GOOG. I'm going to look at GOOG since this is the one I particularly own. You see down on Friday barely. But for the last week, once again, just like Amazon, up 5%, 6 points. And with Google, you see how that correlates with the NASDAQ. Google's up 37% so far year to date, 33 points. And let's take a look at one more, which I consider probably the best company in the world, and that's Apple. If you don't own Apple stock, I don't know what to tell you. Apple pretty flat on Friday. For the week, up 2%. I'm sorry, 2 points, 1%. For year to date on Apple, what else is there to say? Up 40% year to date. 40%, 50 points year to date. You see that? You see that graph right there? It's letting you know. If you have an iPhone, you don't own Apple stock, man, come on, man. Like, what are we doing here? 5-year return on Apple was 271%, up 128 points. I mean, you take in the split that's occurred during that time, but overall up 271%. You have an iPhone and don't have Apple stock? Okay. I don't know what to tell you, but the numbers don't lie. Arguably the best company in the world, Apple. And if you don't own Apple, it's crazy. Apple just had a dividend payout this past week. I received a dividend payment. My son also received a dividend payment. He just crossed over 17 shares in his account. I have about a little over 82 shares in my account, and I'm trying to get to 100 shares. So I'm gonna work my way, hopefully, soon or however long it's gonna take. I'll get there. I'll get to the 100 shares of Apple. So yeah, we're just gonna keep working at it. But man, 271% 5-year return. This is why you invest for the long term. I mean, what else can you say? I mean, the numbers speak for itself. You can't beat that. 5-year return on Apple is crazy. What's your 5-year return in your savings account, right? So, how many iPhones have you bought within in 5 years? Hey, what can I say? Keep buying the iPhone. I don't even own an iPhone, but you best believe I have Apple stock, and I'm going to be holding for a very, very, very long time. So, yeah, just wanted to touch on a little recap of the market for the week. Pretty solid week. We'll see what next week holds in store. So, okay, let's get on to the next thing here. I've been talking about AI the past few weeks, and I always try to share some information with you guys on the importance of investing in AI. And here you see Meta, this from CNBC. Meta, which formerly Facebook, pulls the curtain back on its AI chips for the first time. And you see here, Meta announced the computer chips amid an AI infrastructure event, pitched as the first time it has publicly detailed its internal silicon chip project. So Meta is in the AI game. They're in the AI game. You see, investors have been closely watching Meta's investments into AI and related data center hardware as the company embarks on a year of efficiency that will result in firing of 21,000 employees and major cost cutting. Wow! So you're seeing firsthand the impact of AI and how it's going to relate to jobs in the future. Unfortunately, if it goes as planned, it's going to cost a lot of people a lot of jobs, and that's an unfortunate situation. I think at the end of the day, all of us who's working is probably going to be affected one way or another by the emergence of AI. So we'll definitely keep your eye on it. Also, the chips will eventually power more advanced metaverse-related tasks, such as the virtual reality and augmented reality. Okay, as well as the even some big words here, right? As well as the burgeoning field of generative AI, which generally refers to AI software that can create compelling text, image, and videos. So this article here is on CNBC. You can go through and read everything here. I just read this next little paragraph. Meta has built custom computer chips to help with its artificial intelligence and video processing tasks, and is talking about them in public for the first time. The social networking giant disclosed its internal silicon chip project for the first time to reporters early this week, ahead of a virtual event on Thursday discussing its AI technical infrastructure investments. So, yeah, this article is discussing kind of Meta's plans with the AI situation. So I think it's a good read. Check it out when you get a chance. And yeah, AI is going to be affecting a lot of us. The big boys are investing in AI. I don't think there's any way around it, unfortunately. So it's here. Artificial intelligence is here. Robots are coming. You're going to see them posted up in fast food places and your retail places. I think we're a couple years away, but um, maybe here sooner than you think. So, you know, that's just the way we're headed. All right, so let's get to what we came here. I didn't do a video last week on the investing challenge, but we did do complete our investing challenge in both our SCHD and VOO and our JEPI and JEPQ. So this week we are in week 20 of the investing challenge. Let me get it pulled up here. We not stopping no time soon. And as you see, SCHD VOO, we did week 19 last week. We did week 20 this week, right? $20 into SCHD, $20 into VOO. Weekly total $40. Last week for week 19, we did $38. And so far this year in this investing challenge, we've invested a total of $420 into the VOO SCHD challenge. $420 total. So, man, you see that's 210 a piece. That's a couple of SCHD shares right there. SCHD is trading about $70. So that's a couple. And we've added, I think we're up over 17 shares, getting close to 18 shares in SCHD. We're going to eventually get to 100 shares. But right now, we just a slow, steady process with this challenge. And you see VOO making some headway with that as well. Next week will be week 21. We'll do $21 into both VOO, $21 into SCHD, and we're going to rock on the way out, all the way to week 52. That's the plan. 20 weeks down, 32 more weeks to go, and we're going to make it. We're going to go all the way through with this challenge. So week 20 is in the books, and we head over to JEPI and JEPQ. Same thing here. It's just a $5 challenge into both. $5 in the JEPI, $5 in the JEPQ. We did week 19 last week. We did week 20 this week. We're a total of $180 into this challenge for the year. And it's just a simple $5 into each. $5 in the JEPI, $5 in the JEPQ. You see the zeros here because we didn't start JEPQ until week 4. JEPI we didn't start until week 2. So but we're making our way along. In this investing challenge, this keeps us on track. Keeps us on track with our investing. We don't go a week. We don't really go more than a couple of days without investing, but definitely for the week, with the VOO challenge, VOO SCHD challenge, and the JEPI JEPQ challenge. I mean, man, investing is second nature now. Just amongst all the other investing that we do. So, we budget for it and we knock it out. That's the way that we pay ourselves first, is through these through investing, not just these challenges, but other stocks as well. So, I'm not planning no time soon. This is a $5 weekly challenge. We're going to go all the way through week 52. We're in week 20 now, and easy work, easy money. So get paid monthly dividends from JEPI and JEPQ. So we're investing in assets that turns around and pays us. SCHD VOO pays us quarterly. JEPI and JEPQ pays us every single month through dividends. So, but that's it. That's it. That is our weekly challenge update. We are rocking and rolling, but we just completed week 20. About to head into week 21, and it doesn't stop. And but yeah, that's it. That's it. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And make sure you share the video. Leave some comment, leave some feedback. I really appreciate it. But until then, I am out.